Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. Left 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're having a time for change call tomorrow night after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about the good and the bad of these reset applications. You want to make sure you're in a comfortable position. Relax into your body. No outside distractions. Still as a statue. Focus on your breath rising and falling. The divine perfection of the universal orchestra that's always on a perfect beat, continuously humming along, exploding into even cannot see it, how or where it is happening. We are always within the womb of this universal beat, always connected with everyone, everywhere, in every dimension of time and space all the time. When we open ourselves up to this possibility, then each moment we are able to see the real truth. We know how every moment can only be a spiritual merging experience of universal synchronicity and our soul's destiny. We're all on this path to discover who and what we are. Period. And we're inundated with false narratives, major amounts of streams and waves of negativity. It's interesting because you view and the brain calculates and review, and you see things and scenes and you hear auditory, visual. It's across the board. And that's coming in all the time. Most of it is what? Is low frequency. It's a negative narrative. Low frequency conflict, and it's like a flood. Everywhere you look, everywhere you see, whatever you're doing, interacting, it's there. It seems to be everywhere. Actually, there's a part of that that's positive, because what it does is it says to us, why would I spend my energies focused on all of this? Right? Why wouldn't I spend my energy on high vibrational frequencies? Love, kindness, joy, bliss, happiness. You really don't need a reason to be happy. You know what? We really don't. We really don't need a reason to be happy. But we've been taught that way. Got to have a reason to be happy, right? You do. You got to have a reason to be happy. And that's what we've been taught. How are you going to be happy if you don't have a reason to be happy? Or we could just decide to be happy for no reason whatsoever. There's a lot of people that do that, they just decide to be happy. Spend their energies on being happy. Period. That would give you a shift, uplift you in an enlightened direction where you end up not being stuck in the negative void. And we all know that because we all get sucked into it. We all get trapped in there. And once we start down that road, it's really difficult to get off of it because we focus on certain things. And at the same time, everything around you, for the most part, is in that low frequency. But you sense an undercurrent of real high frequencies, which is coming from the God that you are within that body. And it is basic. It's a guess or a decision that we make. Now, most of us, we aren't consciously making the decision. It's like unconscious or subconsciously. And, we actually choose that decision. And it's just like I've said, when you're around people that are, you don't know them, right? There's a group. And there's a lot of conversations going on in this country right now. A whole bunch. Constantly. And this is when I talk about the storm, and I talk about the center of the storm, which is you, the God that you are in that body, and to stay in the center and not venture out, as tempting as it may be, into all that debris that's spinning around you, because it ends up tricking us into it. And then we find ourselves going down a slippery slope of low vibrational frequencies. You could start off your day kind of neutral, right? Either or. And as time goes by, even a little thing, and you don't realize that you have this, you have stress, but you don't know you have stress. You're stretched a bit emotionally, but you don't know it. And this is why a little thing, could be a scratch on your car, could be a flat tire or something, sets it off. And you slip into the low vibrational frequency. That's what happens. Low vibrational frequency. And you don't realize that you're in it until you're really in it, and then it's really hard to get out of it, and then it takes a while to recover. And this is what happens to most people on the planet. Because I'll tell you, if we were in a high vibrational frequency by choice, right? Not because of anything out there, but because of within, all of that low vibrational frequency would be vaporized within a very short period of time, like a wave over the planet. Now we're being literally bombarded and flooded and saturated and permeated right now with high vibrational frequency from the photon energy belt. That's what we're passing through. You don't hear anybody talk about that. But it is a high-intensity photon energy light field. And this whole solar system is passing through it. It's going to take a couple thousand years to get through. It's nothing but high vibrational frequency. Nothing. Why do you think that all the things that are happening on this planet, it's like coming to the top, surfacing. Things that you thought about but never saw now are witnessing outright, all across the board, everywhere. That's why. Because the frequencies are so high, saturating and permeating, that it has affected the low vibrational frequencies in a major way. And it stirs them up and it pulls them up to the surface where they're revealed and then faded. Because all of it is coming to the surface. All the stuff that's been hidden, everything that has been guided beneath the surface is surfacing. It can no longer stay weighted down and hidden. And this is what we're seeing and witnessing. It's a positive out of all of that muck because we're seeing the end, the finality of pure evil on this particular planet. And that's why you see all this craziness. It's like reckless abandon everywhere. Doesn't seem to be any place where there isn't something happening. Right? There's always things happening. But at the velocity and at the level that it's happening on this planet now is astronomical. And what we're doing is we're witnessing it. We're watchers, observers, not judges, and we're witnessing it. And talk about experience. That's off the charts. We will not ever see this experience again on this planet. This is a finality. This is the end of pure evil. Right? Not only this planet, but it will wave throughout. What happens here on this planet will affect the entire universe. And we begin to step towards freedom by learning how to step back from whatever we are resisting, fighting, judging, or hating, and see that actually it is just a bunch of thoughts. Your problems ultimately boil down to ideas that are ultimately passing through the synapses of your brain. They don't have any energy or power, right? Whatever wrong thing you think is happening out there is always happening primarily inside your mind in here. And the more resistance, judgment, and anger we've built up around this particular idea out there, the greater the joy you'll feel when you shift your relationship with it inside yourself. See, it's like all this stuff going on, like I have shared, is that you're not affected. You're at ease. You know, you're not yelling and screaming. You're not sitting there going, oh, well, you know, this is horrible. Isn't this horrible? This is just horrible. You're at ease. And you got all this stuff happening. And someone says, doesn't this bother you? And you go, no. I'm at peace with myself. It doesn't bother me at all. And the ones that it bothers are usually in a hypertensive, excitable situation emotionally, and irritated and stressed and low vibration. And not realize it. And then looking at someone who's at ease with everything going on, it's like sitting in the center of that storm. You're just floating away, smiling at ease. And all this ruckus is happening around you constantly. Noises, bangs, and booms, and yelling and screaming, and all kinds of low frequencies. But you're at ease. You're at peace with you. You're with your God. Okay? You don't care. You don't have any feeling about what? Oh, what people are saying, what they're doing, or anything like that. You're at peace. You're absolutely at peace. How many of us right now on this planet are at peace? You ask yourself, am I at peace? Am I at total peace? Oh, you can't be at total peace. Why not? Well, because there's just too many things going on. How do you expect me to be at peace? Easy. Go within. It's like we do in these meditations. We go within and we relax into our bodies and we're still as a statue. We just focus on our breath rising and falling, and that's it. We just be. Period. And we're all returning, whether we know it or not, we are all returning, releasing our negative mood and going to the source of who and what we spiritually are, the God. And truly, Who and what are you? Are you your name? What others think of you? Or just this physical body, this blood, bones, motions, muscles? Perhaps there is a deeper spiritual aliveness that is real inside you. And there is. The God. The very moment we return to who and what we are, the pure consciousness witness who abides at the very source of thought, then we are home free. That's where we're going. Period. Then we are home free. You no longer have the issues that you were carrying with you. Everything drops away. Believe it or not, some of us are fearful of that. And some of us are unconscious about it. There's a few of us that know the difference. We choose to be in the now with the God that we are. Heart-minded. We know that we have been in ego mind for a very long time. We sense that we have this pull that's actually taking us by the hand into heart-mind. And we know that with the ego mind, we're pretty much done with it as far as it being our master. Not out of anger, revenge or anything like that. And so by going into the heart mind, we know that we can master that ego mind that used to be our master. Like I said numerous times, you use heart mind to master ego mind. Okay? And all you're doing is you're bringing ego mind inside heart mind, where it doesn't reside. And the funny thing is that ego mind is looking for peace. But it doesn't believe that the peace is within. So it constantly, lifetime after lifetime, is dragging you with it to find peace out there. That's it. And that's what it will do for lifetimes. Until you come to the comprehension is that the only way that the ego mind is going to find peace is by the God that I am, through heart-mindedness, bringing it within, and then peace will present itself. And then it will just sit back, kick back, put its feet up, and slowly but surely fade out. And at the same time, you're mastering your thoughts. See, you become aware of when you send a thought. We send thoughts. Thoughts don't come in, we send them. The thoughts that come in trick us into believing that, make us believe that that's our thought, but it's not. It's everyone else's thought. We take thoughts and we turn them into our thoughts, thinking that they are our thoughts, but in actuality, they're other people's thoughts. Isn't that wild? And so we use those thoughts to manage our lives, to direct ourselves. And this is why we run into so many obstacles. Confusion. Period. And this is the whole journey that we're on. Has always been what? Mastering. Going within, comprehending that we are God, pure consciousness within these bodies, so to speak, and we are using the body in a material physical world that we had something to do by creating it collectively. And we create things so that we can specifically experience them. That's it. And the more we experience, the more divine perfection comes in. to the gods that we are. And we discover, now if we're fortunate enough, we discover who and what we are. Okay. If not, then we keep reincarnating until we do. And one might say, well, how long does that take? Depends on you. Could be another 10 lifetimes, or this one. There's no race. This isn't a race. This isn't the society of the planet. That's the human psyche, the society, social structure. It dictates to us, tells us what to wear, how to look, what to be, rather than knowing that we are outfitted completely to do that ourselves. So we're constantly releasing. As the negativity comes in, you release it. Have it pass right through you. You get these negative thoughts, let them pass right through you. Just say, pass right through. Don't give them any time of day. And no matter how crazy it is, you just kind of go, pass on by. Forget about it. It's not. Don't put your energies on it. See, if you focus on it and you focus on it and you don't have any positive to counteract it, you're going to create it. But the spiritual evolution of this planet Earth, for everybody on it, is in full swing. And we got a lot of help. The photon light energy field belt is massive. That's a scientific, spiritual combination of comprehension. That has been identified. It isn't made up. It isn't smoke and mirrors. It's real. Light circumvention. It basically is eliminating all the frequencies and energies, evil. And we know evil is what? Evil destroys. Evil is chaos. Evil is not passion. That's it. That's what it does. It destroys. It is not capable of creating. It's only capable of destruction. We, on the other hand, create, expand, flourish, grow. We are the complete opposite of evil. And now evil no longer holds the reins of planet Earth. And that's just what we witness. You witness it every day. Ask yourself, did you witness this 30 years ago, 40 years ago, depending on what your age is? You know, did you witness it? Did you see any of this? On a continual basis, constantly. Every day. No, we didn't. It was hidden. It was there, but it was hidden. Now it's not hidden anymore. It gives us the opportunity to watch and view as it begins to burn itself out. And the more that we can feel into the spiritual truth of what we are, we naturally pull back our attention to our real selves. It just feels good, so we naturally do it. Our spiritual nature takes care of us. So we can effortlessly enjoy this life, which means we have stopped dwelling on the negative. Our bad mood turns around and we see the beauty in everything. We are grateful for life again, even for the opportunity to shift out of this negative space. And we appreciate love and enjoy the simple experience of being alive. And it is simple. And we comprehend that if we cannot see God in all, we cannot see God at all. We see God in ourselves, the God that we are. Then we turn around and we see everything outside of us, and we see God in everything. That's why when you look at something that really takes It's phenomenal, right? Could be a scenery, whatever. You're saying that's the God that I am. I am all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. There's no contesting that. All of us. Join you in meditation. I'll return to close us out. Easy and slow breath in through the nose. And an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body, focused on your breath rising and falling. For 6 minutes, sometime today, explore this statement. The truth of who I am is. Just pointing in this direction will spontaneously and magically allow you to awaken your highest level of being. You can easily transcend and ascend past old illusions when you are centered in the truth of who you are. All your unconscious, hypnotic doing and thinking patterns will disappear when you are present to this truth. What do you feel like you need to do today to discover more about the truth of who you really are? Knowing who we really are gives us permission to forget who we think we are. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, the following morning. We'll return here Wednesday, October 1, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call, and after 9:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our time for change call. Be gentle, kind, generous, humble with yourself at all times. Be the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest, purest of the purest, eternal gratitude at all times. No matter what's going on within you or outside of you. Open your heart. Allow the magic to flow in.